everyone, I'm here with Jeanette, the EVP of Marketing and Digital at New York City Tourism and Conventions. We've got a couple questions about the elephant in the room, which is artificial intelligence. So let us know in general kind of what your thoughts are, where we've been, where we're going, and kind of what you think about AI in general right now.
So I've been an early adopter of ChatGPT, specifically in the universe of AI, and it is something that I'm so excited that this is technology that we all get access to. You know, it's been locked up in a vault where the companies who have been developing it have gotten to play with these types of large language models. But OpenAI making that publicly available to anybody back last November is an incredible opportunity for us to all get to play with it. So I spent the entire month of January this year testing different ways to use ChatGPT to make different aspects of my job faster or easier or to do better work. And then I was live blogging about it basically on LinkedIn on that. And so at the end of 31 days, I really felt like, oh, I understand a bit about what this model is good at, what it's not great at, and I've been expanding on that ever since at work.
That's amazing. It's crazy to think it's only been a year. It seems like a technology we've had for forever.
Yeah, exactly.
But cool. So obviously we're in the tourism industry. There's a lot of different applications, whether it's marketing, finance, but kind of, you mentioned earlier, for you it's kind of an intern. So
right.
How can tourism use it as general, especially someone who might not be an AI scientist, someone in machine learning?
Right. And I'm not an AI scientist either. Like I was saying earlier, I'm a theater major. Like I am a curious person. I'm excited to test this, but you don't need to know that much about how it works to, in terms of the underlying, language models or neural networks.
Behind the scenes.
Exactly. I think it's interesting, but it's not necessary to just sit down and start testing the prompts. So essentially, if you think of, like I'm at work for a destination marketing organization, you think of it as a collection of different departments that are conducting different tasks, right? So I'm on the marketing team. There's a number of different ways that you can use generative AI in marketing work. And so I will follow different resources like the Marketing AI Institute to learn how people in other industries who also work in marketing are applying tools like ChatGPT or other AI tools to their work. So I get very deep into that because that's what I do every day. But if you think about the other departments on your team, your finance team, they can dive deep into what do any finance team do when they're playing around with generative AI. Your legal team, it's going to be the same thing. You can go really department by department, and there are going to be other people who are exploring this at the same time because there's no user manual.
We are the user.
We are the user manual, and we have to write it and make it up as we go and share it with each other.
Yeah.
So I think about AI from a top-down and then a bottom-up approach.
It's really all hands on deck type
Exactly. So each department, each person needs to think about the tasks in their workflow that they can outsource, to a very intelligent, but not, the intern that doesn't know what it is that you do each day. But that intern is very eager to please you and has a lot of tools in its toolkit. So I think about that from the perspective of my own tasks. I then think about it from the perspective of just marketing in general. And then if you were to think about this entire process from the top-down approach, think about, for your destination or whatever your organization is, what are the giant intractable problems that you need help solving? So in the world of tourism, maybe that is going to be sustainable tourism or over tourism or like any number of challenges that we face as destinations. And you can think kind of big picture, how can generative AI be used to solve these larger problems? And is that all going to happen today? It's not. But the AI that we are using today is the dumbest AI you are ever going to touch. So play around with these, ideas and solutions right
Exactly.
now.
It's only getting better.
It is only going to get better. And so, like today, it's not like you type in how can I solve over tourism in Venice, but as you pick apart what are the components of that problem, because this is an algorithm, it is really good at thinking about problems like an algorithm, similar to all of the different structures you would learn about if you were going to business school and getting your MBA. So you can start to pick apart, what does the AI need to know in order to think about your problem holistically and apply a framework to start solving that problem.
That's amazing. All right, last question. America has a big birthday coming up.
Oh, we do.
So how are you guys using AI to promote, share a bit about kind of what it is, America 250, and how you're using AI?
Yes. So the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States will be on July 4th, 2026. And in terms of putting together the campaign for promoting New York City as part of that anniversary, I started off just by finding research about people who travel for a history purpose and like feeding that into ChatGPT, because it is an algorithm that puts words in a particular order. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to understand all of the research that's been done about travel intent
and the nuances and exactly.
Right, but people have done that research, so go find it. We had some research in-house. There's also a lot of research just available for free online.
Yeah.
Give that to ChatGPT, have it summarize it, have it pull out the points that are relevant for your destination. And then you can take that, feed it into a prompt, and I said, tell me, what do the target audiences look like for history tourism to New York City? Because it's going to look a little different than history tourism maybe to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
The people who want to do a battlefield reenactment, they're not necessarily the same people who might come to New York City to celebrate this anniversary.
Could be fun, but
exactly. So then you get that target audience,
Yeah.
and then depending on how good the data is that you fed to ChatGPT, that's your source of truth. So you can start asking more questions about what are the Experian mosaic profiles that apply towards this particular target audience. What are their likes and dislikes, their demographics, their psychographics. If the information that you gave ChatGPT at the beginning is robust enough, it's going to give you this really great information back about the audiences that you want to target. And then you can dive into things like campaign taglines that are going to appeal to that particular audience, or what is the time frame for doing a promotion like this. So I like to just shove all of the information that I can into the prompt, and then that gives you a playground where the outputs that you get are going to be now based in your source of truth, as opposed to whatever is behind the scenes in the black box that you don't know about.
Exactly. I think someone mentioned earlier, junk in, junk out. So the more value put in, the more value you get out of it.
Exactly.
So amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.